What's going on, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a band called Masquerage, and the name of the song is Waves. They have a new album coming out May 29th, and it looks like it's the first new album since 2018. I've actually never heard of this band before, so this is my first time listening to them, but they have several albums in their back catalog. But anywho, this is my introduction to the band, so very curious to see what we got. And without further ado, let's give it a listen. Rangers, go. Very interesting. Not what I was expecting. Also, it's just an interesting choice for like the first single of an upcoming album. It more has like a feel of like a third single, perhaps, or something like that, or even like a second. Because it's like normally it's like you kind of expect the band to really be coming out of the gates, for like the first single of a new album or something. Whereas this has a very just kind of mellow, thoughtful approach, very like melodic rock heavy vibes on it as well. So just not what I was expecting. And so it took me a little while to kind of get into the groove of the song, get into the vibe of the song, which isn't the band's fault. I mean, that's my expectations going into it. It was just, again, having to just kind of settle down a little bit into the song. So yeah, interesting choice for a first single. But yeah, anywho, I liked it. Like, it has a nice vibe. And again, once I settled in, it took me a little while before I kind of just, you have to like kind of relax into the song and just kind of go with the flow of it. Whereas at first I was more kind of in an amped sort of state, like, so yeah, I just had to kind of relax into it. Once I did, like, I appreciated the song a lot more. So yeah, it also just has like an interesting kind of tempo. Like, it really kind of goes at like an easy breezy sort of pace. So again, I really had to kind of relax into that to start appreciating it more. I do like the melodies and stuff. The guitar work is really good, and the keyboard adds a nice flavor. You can hear the bass nicely in the song, kind of chugging, and the drums, like, all the musicianship was really good, and the vocals. One thing that was interesting is he had like an interesting approach. Like when the verses first started and stuff, I was like, huh. He has a very interesting kind of approach to the vocals. Even that felt like a almost easy breezy kind of style to it. Just the way he kind of delivered the lines, and it had a different sort of feel. Like, he adds a lot of character kind of into the way he delivers the lines. Not very kind of rigid or anything. Just kind of bum. Here we go. Just going with the flow. And so yeah, that too kind of took me a little bit to get used to. And yeah, it's like this whole song and everything about it is just really moving at its own pace, which again is in a very kind of easy breezy sort of pace. But there's a couple times though where he kind of wails a little bit. I was like, yo, man, like I want to hear them going like full power metal, because you could tell like he's got the pipes for it, and so I want to hear him like unleashed. But this wasn't the song for that. But you still got like a little taste of it here and there. And also for this song too, might be different experience for me, because this is my first introduction to the band. Folks who've been listening to them for years and their other albums, this song might hit different than someone coming in first time listen. So yeah, the experience might be different there as well. And it's the song too itself, it just kind of feels like it's, and maybe that's why they wanted this to be the first single, even though maybe it's a little bit of an unorthodox pick for a first single for a new album. They wanted to showcase like this is the stage of their lives that they're in, and it's a very kind of reflective sort of song. And yeah, I mean, it's been like 8 years since their last album, so yeah, this is what they wanted to say. This is where they're at. So, and I respect that. One thing I will say is it does feel like and I get that easy breezy kind of approach, kind of moving at your own pace, reflective, all that. But it does feel like the verses and the pre-chorus, well, I like both. It just seems like it drags on a little bit too long, to where it's like you're ready for like the next part, you know. And I feel like they still could have accomplished that kind of thoughtful approach and stuff while kind of maybe condensing the verses in the pre-chorus just a little bit, you know, like get to the chorus a little bit faster. And I don't think that would have taken away from the vibe of the song. I just think it would have streamlined it a little bit more, which to me is needed a little bit because, yeah, it's like, well, it keeps going on and on. It just kind of starts to feel like it's just kind of meandering about. Like it's like, all right, you know, let's keep this moving. You know, yes, we're moving at a very deliberate kind of slow sort of pace, but we still need to get to where we're going, you know, in a relatively, you know, efficient time frame. So I would condense the verses in the pre-chorus. It does feel like it drags on a little bit too much. But I did like the melodies and stuff of both. And then I like the chorus too. I liked it more each time I heard it. It's got a nice vibe. It's got a nice pacing to it. It's got a nice kind of like brightness to it. So yeah, I did really enjoy the chorus. But then yeah, I mean, you kind of get the verses, the whole long verses and the pre-chorus again, and it's like your mind kind of starts to wander at that point. It's like, let's just get there just a little bit quicker while, you know, retaining the core feel of the song, but we can move it along a little bit faster. And then, yeah, you know, I like that chorus. I like the bridge, you know, the guitar work and all that stuff in there was really good. I like how it kind of dies down a little bit and then, you know, kind of kicks back in. And, yeah, really, really good guitar work. I really like the guitar work in the song. And then, you know, it kind of like builds back up. You get the final choruses and all that good stuff, which I was really vibing with. I did really enjoy the chorus. And all the melodies, like I said before. So, yeah, very interesting song. Once I settled in, I appreciated it a lot more. I do really like the chorus. And really all the elements. It just feels like it could be streamlined just a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, just interesting. And again, like I said, at the end of the day, by the end of the song, I was like, yeah, I enjoyed that. I just had to get into the mood of it, you know, and just kind of relax and just kind of let the song take you where it's going to take you in its own time, you know, which, yeah, so interesting. I'm very curious to hear more. Like I said, I want to hear the dude wail because you can tell like he can, yeah, I want to hear some like, you know, power metal, you know, from these folks, but for like a ballad or whatever, very melodic rock tinged. Yeah, it was interesting, yeah, but enjoyable still at the end of the day. Anywho, let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of the song here? Are you familiar with this band? Have you been listening to them for a long time? How does this song stack up? Are you excited they're back? Or if this is your first time listening to the band like myself, what do you think of this here? And are you looking forward to the new album? So let's talk about it, and I'll catch you next time. Ranger, out.